Child. Anyway, so
Hello, everyone. My name is Jaden, and I went with Polly to pick. Wait, Peter. Who picked the pickle pepper? Who did it?
It was Peter, baby.
Oh, it was Peter. What did Polly do?
Polly was a pocket.
Polly
That's
Package.
That's it.
I really try to give her more than her occupation, and I feel bad. I'm sorry.
That's Barbie.
Okay, yeah.
As
Barbie
far as I know,
is our working queen.
Yeah, I think Polly's unemployed.
She's just a pocket babe.
She's in somebody's pocket.
Okay.
She don't need a job. Let's get like Polly in this upcoming year.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in a pocket. Somebody's
pocket. Like sunshine.
That's going to be your strike one. Just so we're clear. My name is Amira, and I kind of have an obsession with collecting theme songs from old Black TV shows. I will sometimes commit to watching a show, not even because I care. It's not even that it's good or funny, but just that the theme song slaps. You know, and this is no shade, nothing. This is not a good show, but for example, like the Jeffersons theme song, I'm glad I know it, and now I don't have to ever watch the show again. You know, and I feel like that's kind of what it's all about. I don't think the shows set out to make a show that was good, but rather a show that had a good theme song. You know, today they make shows without theme song, but they're missing that element. I think the shows are too good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lessen the quality, bring back the theme song.
Have you seen God's Favorite Idiot?
No, what's
with
this?
Melissa McCarthy on Netflix?
No, is there a theme song on it?
No. Sorry, it was just like the theme song. You know how usually with the intro to, first of all, you are now listening to Ciao Anyway with Jaden and Amira. Boom. You know how usually a theme song, it cuts like a opening scene, opening thing with the theme song, and it's recurring. It was just like the scene started on this visual thing. Scene starts. I said now. Y'all are really getting out of hand with the lack of theme songs here.
Some song, they would just start.
And I'm like, we don't get like a boom clap, nothing? We don't get at least 4 cast members singing in harmony?
Literally. I mean, like, let's bring back random soulful Black singers. Let's get them in the studio. Let's get them in the booth. Have them singing about nonsense. I love when the theme songs don't even have anything to do with the show.
Yeah.
It's just a good song.
What's your favorite theme song so far?
I really like the theme song from 227, Don't Ask Me to Sing It, later. Of course, Half and Half. That, I'm pretty sure the theme song don't have anything to do with the show.
I don't know. They just like, this song, bang.
It's just kind of unnecessarily good. Mm-hmm. The classic to end all classics is definitely like Good Times theme song, and a newer contender for a classic, That's a Raven. And that does have something to do with the show.
You can see into the future.
She sings. More. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the 227 theme song. Like, that's a classic. I think, to put in my face, that know what I asked for, Living Single.
How could I'm embarrassed. No, you're right. That's...
Or Different World would have been up there, but I am annoyed with Different World by now.
No, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to... You're not... It's not about the show.
No. I'm annoyed with the theme song.
Why? Which version? There's like 5.
You pick. I mean, no, the original one Gold.
I was gonna say, like, it's Aretha Franklin. It's delicious. Right. And then, come on. I mean, That's the one I like the best, actually.
Yeah. Then where we come from?
Yeah. She's in good voice.
Oh,
She's
God. I hate it.
You love it. You love it. Had we not been recording... If we weren't recording right now, we fully would have actually sung through all of these right now.
Yeah.
Probably would have pulled up a list of most memorable theme songs and everything.
And would have, like, picked our parts in each of them.
For sure. Karaoke tracks ready. Where were we? Why are we talking about that? Oh, right. That was my thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's good to know that you also are a collector of fine things.
So are you going to make our theme song?
Am I going to make all things...
Our theme song?
Wait, you mean you haven't been putting it on each episode? I sent it to you 2 years ago.
What does it sound like?
Copyright. I can't.
It's ours!
I can't. I mean, I feel like our theme song would have to be both of us because I can't imagine a world in which you would be like, yeah, you can sing it. I don't want to sing on it.
Right.
I can't imagine.
That's not a world.
I can't imagine that world.
That's a nightmare. That's a fever dream.
Yeah, it's fake. I mean, you've kind of already jumped ahead of the wagon, or however the expression goes. Put the horse in front of, you know, the one. And you already said where we were, but just to reiterate, we are here at the podcast, Chow Anyway.
Hey.
Jaden and Amira. This is where, because you didn't do this part.
Oh, yeah.
This is where 220-somethings, that's us. We just want to dish about anything, everything, nothing, all at once.
All at, yeah. Like that movie. Now.
Yeah. And we're really good at it.
I'm gonna say exactly that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just chatting. Think of us as friends. Here, wake up, Jaden. Wake up, Jaden. Wake up.
Sorry, I'm with Bae.
Can you and Bae please? See, this is why we can't add a visual element. This man is fully committed to the bit of the green screen. While he rests with his Mian, we're just gonna dish. We're just friends, talking with friends. You're here to listen. I'm gonna put the horse in front of the wagon like Jaden did. If you want to be a part of the conversation,
let's get the phrase correct now.
Horse in front of the wagon.
The horse is supposed to be in front of the wagon.
Exactly, and I'm supposed to be saying this in this order. If you want to put wagons in front of horses and have a chaotic life, you do that. But as for me and my home, we will serve the Lord and this expression the correct, incorrect way.
You're right.
Follow us on Instagram at Challenge Podcast on Instagram.com. First segment up is where Jane and I share our moments of the week. This is where we share things this week, last week, next week that made us say,
Girl.
So, anyway. And you know what? Since I did it the wrong way this time and I did we're 220-something, so why don't you go first, Jaden?
Me?
Yeah.
I never. Sure. So, let's get into some things. My moment of the week goes to Giveon. I'll just, you know what, I can get past the singing how he sang on the BET Awards. I can get over it. I can move on. But what he said and he tweeted, you got to catch me outside for that. When he said, let me pull up the receipts.
That was a lot.
Like, what do you mean by that?
What did you mean by that?
What did you mean by that? Oh my God. What is that?
While he's doing that, for those of you who don't know, Giveon on the BET Awards, he sang a couple of he squawked out a couple of notes and then he tried to blame it on the microphone. Then he, after, took to Twitter and was like, oh my gosh, the BET Awards, did me dirty.
I got it.
And then go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
It says, not at BET sabotaging my mic. Laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji. Ellipses. At Lil Nas X. I get it. So, if you don't know, Lil Nas is a black person. He has had issues with the BET Awards, and they don't want to let him perform. They don't want to honor him, but they honor Jack Harlow, a white man, for his appearance on a Lil Nas X song. At the BET Awards, the Black Entertainment TV Awards. It really annoyed me because Giveon, those aren't the same thing. Them not working with me and doing what they're doing to me has nothing to do with your mic being sabotaged. Because, baby, it wasn't the mic. It wasn't. And I know there was a TikTok that came out afterwards saying, like, it was the audio engineer. That may be all correct. But, baby, in order for us to even get to that moment, the voice wasn't on. The voice wasn't on. You didn't clear. It was a chop. Since you want to shout out Lil Nas X and be like, I get it, you don't get it, actually. Because his isn't things of his doing. His is people being hateful and being annoying. They were saying he's going to be demonic and whatnot. He did, like, one demonic era. And y'all let people on that stage that have done way worse. Way worse. So let's pipe down and let's stop trying to make it not a homophobic thing. Y'all let Billy Porter get up there, and y'all just like Billy Porter and Saucy Santana perform. Saucy Santana performed at the opening, like on the red carpet. That's not the same thing.
Not at all.
And then Billy Porter is like the accepted gay because he's like the uncle. And he don't eat.
He used to, but not anymore.
He don't eat. Like, I'm getting mad. All I'm gonna say is, Giveon, watch your back.
Wow. Before we get into we're gonna talk about it a little bit later, the BET Awards, but remind me to talk about Victoria Monet when we get there. Okay.
Oh, we will.
Because
the BET Awards, y'all owe me something for that.
Yeah, but let's bookmark that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giveon, watch your back because Jaden is standing behind you. My moment of the week is less exciting, but equally potentially as traumatic. My moment of the week is more so a question for event planners of the carnival industry. When you guys are scoping out locations, is there a list of qualifications that you just ignore? Pick a location with next to no parking. Pick a location that's tiny. Put the carnival in a very tiny church parking lot, but bring all the rides, but also make sure that it's the parking lot so that everyone has to park on the street, but make sure that the street is their main street. So there's lots of traffic. Why? Why have I now delayed the commute for 40 minutes because the carnival's in town? Then you drive past the carnival, and actually you blink past the carnival because it's the smallest arrangement of 20 rides ever. I feel like carnivals need to be made more accessible. Put them in more walkable areas so that people don't have to drive, because it's not ideal for people to have to park down the block like it's freaking Six Flags and then walk for 10 minutes to get to the carnival.
Right.
The rides are stuck down with double-sided tape, number one.
Like, people this may be the last thing I do in life, and I had to exercise before it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to be lightheaded before you even get on the shaky ride. My thing is, I think they're called fairs, actually, when it's just food and a couple of animals. Mm-hmm. I want those. Bring those. Don't bring the animal. Basically, just have the food.
Right.
Why is there never an event with
Do
just
a barbecue
carnival food? Yeah, that's what I want. So my moment of the week, I guess, is the carnival that was in my town. I did get a funnel cake. Well, my mom got me a funnel cake because I couldn't get over there. It was just too much. It's too much.
And it's always too much. Like, why do I have to get a head start and run to kick up on this? Why am I the one moving this Ferris wheel? Like, what's going on?
Right. Why do we as a community have to roll the Ferris wheel into place before we can get on it? And now all the dads in the neighborhood are holding down each of the legs.
Like, I literally have to push it like it's a Tesla that died.
Like, literally. Like, very Flintstones, using your feet to get the ride started. Carnival industry and Giveon, watch your back.
Yabba dabba do better. I'm so sorry.
No, that was strike 2.
I know.
That was strike 2, but it was good.
Thank you.
That was good.
It was still a strike.
Yeah. Jaden. Please, Jaden, wake up. This man, I'm about to to find a way to hack into your computer and change your background. So the other day I was talking with my sister and I was thinking about it. American Idol, right? The show. If there were ever a time to be proud to be American, I think that it would not the Olympics, not during presidential things. The first 5 or 6 seasons of American Idol, you could catch me saluting the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kelly Clarkson, Ruben, Fantasia, back that 3-win lineup right there. Some other man, then I think Jordan Sparks or maybe Carrie Underwood. I'm not sure, but I just was telling my sister that it was a brilliant show because, well, until they took it too far. The first season, they literally found our American Idol. Kelly Clarkson is...
Yeah, she's an American Idol. I can see that.
She is literally our American Idol. We voted for her.
I'm screaming because they actually say she's, like, hard to work with. They say, like, she's one of the people who are, like...
Really?
Yeah.
Let me rephrase this. Fantasia is...
Well...
Fantasia is our American Idol.
But and honestly, the fact that Jennifer Hudson was also on the season with Fantasia, that is, like...
That's how you know.
Groundbreaking.
That's how you know, like, we as an American people were split. We were divided. You know, the 2-party system now has people, oh, I don't know which side to be on. You know, am I this or am I that? But that time period, American Idol, in the beginning, having to decide between these titans of you know, talent.
Come on, titans of talent.
You see the you see the
you ate that.
Thank you for noticing. I wrote it down last night and rehearsed it. But no, that was my question, because even though my thing was going to be Kelly Clarkson is the American Idol, but Jaden, who is your American Idol? And there is a wrong answer. There are several right answers, but there are definitely wrong answers as well, because my American Idol is Fantasia. Obviously. Not obvious, but yeah, she is. Who's your American Idol? And you know what? Your American Idol didn't even have to win. If Jennifer Hudson is your American Idol, she could be your American Idol.
Honestly, I didn't watch American Idol.
Dang, and just that fast, your third strike. Who have I been talking to this whole time?
I don't...
You were just going along with it? You don't even watch the show? You didn't even vote? Where were you during the 2005 election of American Idol?
I was probably watching Disney Channel. I wasn't... Honestly, I feel like I might have watched a few seasons of American Idol, actually.
What were you... Like, I thought every house in America was watching American Idol. I wasn't even that old. I vividly remember voting all the time for Fantasia. Like, it was really a moment of collectivism, and you weren't there for that.
I wasn't.
Must hurt.
I was
it
with
really,
him.
And that's your problem. That's your problem. Join us in reality because it was really
not join us in reality.
Everybody came together for a common good.
Join us in reality.
Join us in reality.
I'm literally Please. That's stolen. I hope you know, like, that's stolen like the United States. I am going to use that.
Please do. And also apply it to your life.
Yeah. Well, Jennifer Hudson is my answer. Because I did go back and watch, like, performances from that era. But yeah, girl, I'm not a competition show person. I can't do it. I don't care.
Well, then that's good. Because American Idol, as we know it, is different. It's completely different.
And it's still on, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know if you remember because you were sleeping. But they had a whole farewell season. Then they came back. It was so extra. Wait, if you didn't watch American Idol, that means that you didn't watch the season with Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj as the judges.
Okay, I did see. That's the seasons where, like,
I was gonna say because
I saw some. I don't
even know who the competitors were that season.
Because it was all about them.
Yeah, it was. That's wild. You know what else is wild, Jaden? I just read
the
script. Good. If you could see how exhausted I felt when I first saw this debate happening on the internet. So this is what's tiring. There's recently been this like huge thing on Facebook, and Twitter and potentially other apps that I'm not a part of, where it's like, if you have multiple children and some of them have different dads, if the dad comes over and only brings food for his child, is that trifling? I'm pretty sure that's what the debate is. And I've talked about this now. You're the third person that I've talked about this with because it's just like inescapable. So I guess
this is my first time talking about it. I have not created a thought about it. Didn't want to.
I'm so glad to be here for this moment with you. As a person who could potentially become a dad, you getting everybody Chick-fil-A?
Why Chick-fil-A?
Because you love Chick-fil-A.
Wow. We're doing this.
I'm kidding. This joke is this is a joke.
Right.
This is a joke. This is a comedy show. You hate Chick-fil-A.
And do. So much.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm probably gonna get everybody food. No, I don't know how I feel, honestly. Because I can see, like, them and my kids.
Yeah.
Like, those aren't my kids. If anything, I should have got... If I was going to McDonald's, I should have got money from their mother to get the rest of these kids food. But me, personally, I'm like, well, these are my kids' siblings. Like, I'm going to take care of them as well. You know, like... or just in general, I don't want to leave no child left behind. So I don't want to, like, not, you know, sit there and let my son eat and then everyone else just don't.
Yeah.
That's trauma.
Yeah. It is. I think for me, I'm not a dad and I won't be. But I feel like it depends on what where your child falls in the lineup of other children. Like, if your child is the oldest, then that means that you had this baby with someone who didn't have any kids and you didn't sign up for all that. But I feel like if you start dating somebody, if you choose to date someone with kids, you knew what it was.
Right.
You were supposed to be the dad that stepped up. Or if not, then you should have just left her alone because she was doing fine without you. So I feel like if you're going to come into these people's lives enough to make a baby with this person, and then, you know, things don't work out, you're just going to then suddenly just act like you don't know those kids anymore. You know?
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, honestly, the debate is so foolish and so, like, why? why? It's so.
But honestly, I can see, like, not even necessarily us all being siblings, but like with me and my cousins, one of us would go with our dad and then come back with things or like with food. We wouldn't feel any type of way.
It's true.
Because like you were with your dad. I hope he fed you. It's more so like, why didn't those kids have anything else to eat? Like, okay, this one had McDonald's. He was with his dad. The rest of y'all, where y'all food at?
No, you can't ask children where their
No, not where y'all food at, but like adults. Why are we waiting for this man to provide food for anyone else? Like, I wouldn't put the opportunity there for him to even get food for them. You not taking them all on no trip?
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, kids are so easily impressed. Their mother could have been in the kitchen cooking a Thanksgiving feast, but then someone's like, who wants a Happy Meal? And they're like, that's definitely the better option. So sometimes it's not even a matter of like their mom didn't give them food. It's just, I want McDonald's. I don't know why, but it's like, I want McDonald's. But also to your point, if my cousins come back and their mom or their aunt or whoever got them food, then I'm like, dang, I want that too. And now I'm salty.
Right.
And I'm looking at my mom crazy. Like, really, girl, you couldn't buy me food? You couldn't buy me luxury?
Right.
Yeah, I already ate, but I want food again.
You're right. Because it's so much to it, because it's so much of a preference. Like, I may not care, or I may want to give the kid to the food. What? Kids to food. The food, like, buy all these kids food, but I can also understand someone being like, that. Those ain't my kids.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, you're right, those aren't your kids. And not everyone has the courteous spirit and the giving spirit to like give everyone, feed everyone. And I can also see a kid being like, okay, like, you mad hype, you got McDonald's. My mama told me I couldn't eat that anyway. Like, you know, like, my mama don't take us there. We go to Chick-fil-A or we go to
Rich.
Yeah.
So you know what? Now that Jade and I have talked about it, I think that means we can just go ahead and put the discussion to rest.
Yeah, I never want to like hear about this again.
It's done. That's the only reason I brought it up, so that it could be done.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Anyway, moving on. Now we're going into the catch. This is the part of the show where Jaden and I catch you up on things that are happening in the world, in our worlds, and our imaginations. It's up to you to decide which is which. Okay, so the first thing is to follow us on Instagram at Child Anyway Podcast, obviously. If you haven't already done that, why are we even what are we, what is there to do? Also, the next thing is, if you've listened up to this point, reach out to us and let us know
if you put your toilet paper where it rolls from the top or rolls from underneath.
Or if you don't even put it on the thing and you just leave
it on top and you roll around your hand.
With your hand. Yeah, because they exist.
Okay, and if you do the second one, do you pull, scrunch, or do you wrap, pull your hand out and then?
Jaden, which one do you do? If you say scrunch, follow it up with a psych.
And when I scrunch, it's usually in like the when it's on the roller that you can't get to, like you can't like.
Oh, like.
And when it's public. Like you just gotta.
When it's in public,
yeah,
like a public, and it's like the largest, bowl,
and it's like,
and it's thin. Yeah, okay, that's different.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about at home.
At home, I'm definitely not. I don't have it on the thing. It's you pick it up, you wrap it around the hand, you take it off the hand, and then you like lay it in the.
Okay, in the hand.
In the hand.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Back to serious business. Well, that's serious, but other serious business. The BET Awards. This happened. I'm pretty sure it happened last time we spoke too. Perhaps I'm not even sure because I didn't know they were happening.
It happened on Sunday.
Okay, so then we. Okay, so then no, but I didn't even know they were happening. Did you know they were happening? Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't tell me.
It wasn't a relevance of any kind.
It's like that.
It's just like that.
Did you watch it?
No, I was at Pride.
Nice. How was that?
Pride was fun.
How many days did you go?
I went Saturday to Sunday, but then I left Monday. We're not talking about that on the pod. I have
the BET Awards.
Yes.
The BET, because why wouldn't you tell me before we hit record? Come on now. The BET Awards, neither of us watched it, which is so exactly what I thought would happen. Something told me that you also didn't watch it.
Nope.
But I thought you didn't know.
No. I knew.
You knew.
I didn't care.
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say because our audience is mixed. But between me and you, it's kind of fallen off.
Honestly, this year's performances were better than a lot that I've seen.
Yeah.
Let's just tap into some things.
Okay.
Where do you want to start off?
Let's start at the beginning.
With Victoria.
Where was Victoria Monet?
She performed at the pre-show, the red carpet. I have no idea.
That makes no sense.
She was everything. Her voice, everything. Mic on. Well done. And at the pre-show, are you kidding me?
I mean, no shade to the artists that do perform at the pre-show, but that's not where she should have been performing.
No. Victoria Monet?
I'm just kind of confused. I don't know if it's the industry at large or her team, but somebody is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Which office is not putting the paperwork through?
Is she still considered like a new artist?
No. New to who?
Right. So, Victoria not performing at the main show is whatever. At least, like, first performance of the night. Like, I can understand it not being later on, because like, she doesn't have any music out right now. You know, like, it's not set up for her to do this.
Yeah, second. But she should have performed with that album then. The year that she released it, she should have performed then. Either way, it doesn't matter.
It don't.
It's Victoria Monet.
And you know who that is.
We know, even if there's someone who's, like, doesn't know who she is, she gives such a great performance that it's not you're going to be like, now why they ask her to come?
And it's like, why waste it on the pre-show? You need as many good performances as you can get in that show.
For real. But Mariah Carey was there. Shocking. I was shocked.
Our biracial queen.
When I saw the clip.
She's a biracial girl.
Yes, she is. But her performance was excellent because hello.
She's gonna show up in a gown.
Oh, okay. It literally doesn't even matter what.
It doesn't even matter. Like, she'll go to the bathroom. The event is waking up, and she's fully glammed in a gown.
Yeah, the only time she's not in a gown is when it's Christmas, in which case she's in that little red dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, it's gonna be a gown. Yeah. My question.
Because she does love that little red dress, honey.
Because it's iconic.
It
makes sense and dollars.
Yeah.
So
every year.
You got every year. I'm excited just thinking about it.
Yeah, me too.
You know, she's coming.
I literally heard like jingle bells somewhere.
I know, I did hear them too, but I was gonna ignore it because I was kind of scared. But her wearing a gown is interesting to me because I was talking about this with my sister. Remember back in the day, once again, this is a mixed audience, so if you're not black, close your ears for a second. Remember back in the day when the BET Awards were like that girl, like it was the event. I remember, I don't know if you remember, but I remember very distinctly the year when people just started wearing anything. And I was like, why do the boys have on those plaid shirts that have like different patches of plaid and the bottom is frayed, you know the ones.
Yeah.
Or very long plaid shirts and like bandanas and I'm like, what's going on?
Well, I thought this was the classy.
Isn't this a fancy event?
This was a classy party.
Isn't this like the event of the year? Not. I mean, you know, the Beauty Awards it's not church. You don't really need to come as you are. I feel like maybe you should come
like it's an award show.
Right. Like there's like no respect. Just rolling up. If you wouldn't go to the white man's award show like that, then again, not saying that there's like respectability politics in it, but come on now, you gotta look.
But there's a criteria and there's like a it's not, and I can get that where people would think we're trying to say like it's this thing and it has to be this because that's what everything else is. No, this is an award show and it comes.
It's a huge
honor to get a BET award and to be honored and respected for the thing. Like there's history in this award show, so I think it's more so disrespectful to show up out of fashion and out of like dress code. That's like that's like the Met Gala. Like when people don't show up in theme, it takes away from the whole cataclysm.
Exactly. It begs the question, like, why were you even invited?
Oh, why
did you even go here? Why are you here? But I remember that year, and I think that's probably when it began to kind of non-Black people. I hope your ears are still closed. That's when it started falling off. Mm-hmm. To me, in my opinion, because I feel like the people
there was no more respect for it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And then after that, I kind of stopped watching. And when I would tune in, the performances were. And I didn't watch this year, but when I watched the clips, I thought, oh my gosh, it's coming back. It's going to be good again. I mean, I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I'm hopeful that it will return to its rightful place as a prestigious honor, honestly.
Yeah.
And how is it possible, and maybe it isn't prestigious at this point, how is it possible that Brandy doesn't have one?
Girl.
How does that even make sense? Like
it don't. They're just up there doing anything.
Very much. And
picking straws.
Yeah.
She performed with Jack Harlow.
What did she perform? Because I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch it because
I think so. Jack Harlow did the thing where he didn't know who Brandy was.
Yeah.
And so she made a diss.
Mm-hmm. She did?
Yeah. Over the beat that he has. And I guess they performed that.
That's so petty. I love it.
Yeah. I'm over it.
But yeah, I'm actually over that too, actually.
Because why is Jack Harlow performing?
That's the first question and the last question. I don't care what anybody says. Why is... Not even... Okay, let's put his whiteness aside. What does he even do? Is he even that girl? Because... Put his whiteness aside, do we think that he's at the caliber that he should be performing on the main stage and Victoria Monet is performing at the pre-show?
Of the BET Awards? Because as whiteness back at the BET Awards?
Put the whiteness back in at the BET Awards?
At the BET Awards.
Something is not like the others. And you know what's really interesting? Because the people can't even voice their upsetness about it without people being like, why does it have to be about race? I mean, in this example, it very much is about race because it's the title.
Yeah.
But let's just pretend like it's not about race, right? This Country Music Awards, do we remember the outrage? First of all, Black people created country music, number one. But do we remember the outrage when Miss Carter performed with the Dixie Chicks and when Lil Nas X... I'm like, it's a country song. I mean, what are we debating here? So when you factor in that, race aside, even though race is in the name of the BET Awards, why was he there?
Quickly.
He's not even doing anything for the whatever genres they're honoring that
quickly. Why is he performing?
That's what kind of gets on my nerve about award shows. Like, you said, oh, well, she doesn't have an album out. So what? Because this man has a couple songs, or people in general, not even just him, they'll allow some random new person with a little bit of clout for the moment to perform instead of these artists who we know are going to have longevity.
Who've already had longevity. Yeah.
If you're listening, please make it make sense.
Because it's not.
The next thing is going to be brief. Kimberly
Elise. Real quick.
Okay, sorry.
Chloe Bailey, an icon, a legend. I love her. I don't understand why other people don't, and they're trying to do this whole, like, she's extra thing. They did the same thing for Beyonce when she first left Destiny's Child, and she entered into her own. And then look who she is now. So I cannot wait for years to come, and everyone's gagging at Chloe because she's an icon and a legend. Because this woman right here gets better every time, and y'all gonna be mad, and y'all gonna stay mad at it.
Yeah,
she gets better and cleaner every time. And this performance was so good, and it was so well done. Vocally, it was so strong. Like, it was just a really good performance, and I'm annoyed of, like, everyone trying to, like, start this little hate train and this hate thing going on for her. Mm-hmm. Let it go, because what's going to happen is the talent is going to win. The talent and the team, because don't forget who she signed under. The talent is going to win every time. Stop playing with Chloe Bailey or Halle. Sorry, I didn't be so tight. I don't get it. Like, it doesn't make sense. Everyone's asking, like, oh, the girls don't sing no more. The girls don't perform no more. The girls don't give it no more. And then you have the girls singing, giving it, and performing like no tomorrow. I didn't even mean.
So done. No, honestly, the Chloe is such a polarizing discussion to have because people either absolutely hate her, like she is the devil, and there are other people who are like you just said, she's gonna get better every time. And honestly, I feel like it's a better place to be on the correct side of history and just root for her to win.
Yeah.
And even if you don't love the trajectory, just get on board, baby, because you see that it's going up.
You see it's going up.
Yeah. And
Doechii is a supreme. Next.
Yeah.
Doechii's amazing.
Yeah. That's kind of always a thing. People are always so quick to say, oh, the girls aren't doing this, but then they don't actually
acknowledge the girls that are, like, eating.
Yeah. And it's kind of disrespectful to the girls that do.
So, you may proceed.
What else? Okay, also Lizzo opened the BET Awards, I think.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Once again, I didn't watch it.
No.
I wish people were talking about it more, which is kind of interesting because the people that performed, I feel like they didn't really talk about it that much. Sketchy, because if they're performing on the Grammys, I'm sure they would post about it all week.
I think Giveon exceeded everything else.
Like, I don't even know who that is.
His awful performance, I think it was the thing that was pulled to the forefront. So all the other performances were like,
yeah,
you know,
it was a 3-second clip. It's easy for it to be
grabbed and moved.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good clip. I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
It was humor. Not humor, like I was saying before, Kimberly Elise, the actor from all of your favorite movies with trauma, is, oh my gosh, I just got caught in my throat, like legit. It's hard to say. She's a pro-lifer. And I guess, no, I don't even want to talk about it. The only thing I want to say is sometimes it's best to say
nothing.
Yeah.
And
that's,
it's really because it's unfortunate. I'm going to end it there.
Exactly. It's unfortunate.
Because it's best to say nothing. Because what I want to... No, I'm going to say it. This happened because of what happened to her kids in For Color Girls. And I just know that has something to do with this. So Michael Ealy...
Did you feel connected?
Michael Ealy, this is your fault that we have to now drag Kimberly Elise for being dumb. Thank you. Next question.
Yes. Actually, equally dumb, but maybe more dumb. Minnesota legislators, have you seen this? Accidentally legalized edibles or like THC food drink because, and this isn't even a joke, they failed to read the bill all the way through. Or they just didn't
comprehend
it. Reading is fundamental. Comprehension, they don't teach that. The girls aren't doing.
You're a legislator. Anymore.
The girls aren't doing comprehension.
You're a legislator. Like, you're in charge of things. And, like, you put things into place. I ain't mad. But no. How many other things are you not reading?
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun whoopsie, but imagine the ones that aren't.
That aren't fun.
And I'm sure there are plenty, except they may not care as much because, like, a couple kids are going to be in jail for it, whatever. But this one is fun. I just feel like more and more it's being uncovered how incompetent the people in power are. Of course, we already know this, right? We knew that the people in power are, for lack of better word, stupid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go stupid for now, and then I'll change it later in post. I just want to know, when can we expect better, and if the answer is never, when are we going to get out of this contract of foolishness
that we didn't even sign?
Never signed up.
That y'all signed and y'all couldn't even read it. So
didn't even read it.
Nope.
It begs the question: did the forefathers even read the Constitution before they signed it? Do you think? Or do you think they just were like, "Oh, John Adams, you're gonna sign it"?
I've found out that they were 21 years old when they signed the thing.
Oh, they were fully babies, but they probably looked 96.
Yeah, well, we know why. But they're 18, 19, 12, and 3, and they're creating laws that we still hold up to this day. And they have the common sense and the understanding that, these should be updated.
Yeah. Regularly, every 12 years.
They should be updated because life will change. Y'all are protecting a gun law. You mean muskets? Okay.
You mean muskets is my next tattoo. No, seriously, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
But yeah, no, people in power are, and I'm not saying that it's a qualification to get into power, but it feels like power makes people stupid. I don't know what it is.
It's more like people are already dumb, and then they get power, and then not only is their stupidity exposed, there's something added to it. Because you're now stupid on a new level.
I'm on a new level, yeah. The highest level.
One of them.
That's unfortunate. Jaden, we have to move on. Well, first of all, also good for the people in Minnesota, but the people that that passed it accidentally now are like, ooh, we want to change it back. We actually want to go back.
It's too late for that thing.
No backsies? Okay.
I literally would buy as much as I could.
Oh, baby. It would be on. I'm sure the people there are screaming and laughing and rejoicing, and they're like, oh my gosh, they're so stupid.
They're not even talking, they're high.
Exactly. They're just completely gone. Completely gone. Floating above it all. Do we have any Minnesota listeners?
I don't think so.
Who lives there?
These legislators.
At least.
They couldn't. Never. Nothing.
It's better to, yeah.
What's wrong with Bob? Nothing.
Exactly. Takes a shot. So that was very easy. That was very fast. That was painless. That was.
And you're all caught up.
That's literally all that happened.
Because, yeah.
Everything else that happened, no, it didn't happen.
No. If you want to know what else happened, take a globe from a classroom. Keep it in the classroom. Something about that just kind of adds to it. Yeah. Keep it in the classroom and then set said globe on fire.
Whoa.
And then you'll be caught up. Yeah.
That's good. Spin it first, just so that it has that natural gravitation pull with it.
And and it'll throw the flames
or something.
And if you really want to see like what really happened, stay in the room.
Close all the windows and doors. Okay, that was the catch. You're all caught up. You're absolutely welcome. Mm-hmm. Next, we are getting to a segment called Take It or Leave It. This is where you guys will write in, or more often than not, I will harass people that I know to give me stuff to say. People need advice. People want to share their business. People want to hear our opinions on stuff, believe it or not. So this is where we, give you stuff. We give you our thoughts, and your options are always to either take it
or
leave it. Yeah. So here So here's the first one. Someone writes in and they say, I want to quit my job and be a stripper. Thoughts?
Can you dance?
Do you know who sent this in?
I saw. If you can't dance, it's a chop. If you can, are you good at it? And if you are good at it, are you entertaining? And if you're entertaining, can you stand on your feet for how many hours it would take? Can you accept people groping you and thinking of you less than? Can you accept people trying to steal from you, harm you, and other things? If all that, yeah. If not, keep your job.
You would know better than I. I don't know what the first job is. But my question is, why can't you, try to do both?
Right.
Test the waters. See if you like it.
Yeah, don't leave a job until you have a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the auditions.
And be ready to hear the feedback so you can get better.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually you can. Just go ahead and quit your full-time job and become a stripper. And when you do, invite Jaden and I.
Yeah, we would love to see. Yeah.
Oh, not we would love to see. To cheer you on.
Oh, yeah, to cheer you on.
I would take that advice.
Me too.
I would take it. This next one's probably going to be a leave. So here it is. So they say, hey, so my husband's mother suffered a stroke a few months back, lives alone, and has been having a hard time caring for herself. She was our son's nanny, but understandably, that's too difficult now. My husband wants us to sell our house and move in with her temporarily to help her out. We lived with her right out of college to save money for the house that we live in now, and that was not a great situation. I know being her hold on, I don't even know what this is trying to start. I know if be her main caregiver, and on top of her and the baby, she has a dog that needs hip surgery. That's a lot. She has a dog that needs hip surgery. Ugh, what do I do? And then before we get into this, I do want to address one thing. I am well aware that I just read that like a robot.
Yeah. And I'm like, I have no idea what this actually says. I'm going to have to read it.
I did read that like a robot, and there's no other reason other than I don't know why I read it like a robot.
Well,
I hope that people were comprehending as I was reading. Jaden is having to reread it. I'm going to quickly do a quick scan because I was just
so my husband's mother suffered a stroke a few months back, lives alone, and has been having a hard time caring for herself. She was our son's nanny, but understandably that's too difficult now. My husband wants us to sell our house and move in with her temporarily to help her out. We lived with her right out of college. To save money for the said house, and it was not a great situation. I know if being her main caregiver. And
exactly. I know if being her main caregiver on top of her. So basically, the sentence is, you got to be her caregiver and your baby.
I now have to be her main caregiver, and on top of that, on top of her and the baby, she has a dog that needs hip surgery. Ugh, what do I do? Okay, the dog, put it down. The baby, keep.
Jaden, do you want to pause and maybe think about what you want your answer to be first?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a think. Hold on.
Like I said, I had a feeling this would be a leave it answer. I would not take whatever advice comes out next. I probably wouldn't take it myself. Well, while you read it the second time, I was able to piece together my robotic reading the first time. My advice for you is don't sell your house.
No.
Because, no offense, if everything works out the way that it is and everybody has a long life, you will still need that house. And unless your mother-in-law's house is better than your house and it's cheaper for some reason, and after she passes away or if while she lives there, you can take over the deed or whatever, the mortgage or whatever adults have on houses, sure. But you just said you worked really hard for this house and it was hard to get it, baby. The housing market is not the place. Don't be doing all that. Keep your house, number one. Number two, and go ahead and just get you a new nanny. Because she's not going to be able to watch little Johnny anymore. Mm-mm. And you can't expect her to. I don't know why people always want their grandmothers to be watching their kids. They already watched the kids. They're done. She's done. The dog... maybe sell her house to afford the dog's hip surgery. Somebody's got to pay.
Okay.
because even I think putting a dog down costs money too. It all costs money. So just sell the house.
We're taking it back.
Because you're also going to need money for other stuff. Just sell the house. Her house, the mother-in-law's house, if that's possible. Right. I don't
know. I have some questions. I have some follow-up questions, which I'll try and make my own answers to. How close do you live to her? A. B. Money. How much money do you have now? Because if you can provide a caregiver for her, or see if her insurance will provide a caregiver for her, that's also a possibility.
Yeah.
And with that, get a new nanny. Also, does she have dog insurance? Because dogs also tend to have insurance. And see how much the actual surgery is. Because she may have had money set aside. Like, start asking questions so we can figure out the best option. Because, A, I don't think you should sell your house. I don't think she should sell hers. Your husband needs to calm down. Like, I get that his mother just had a stroke and he's, like, going through a lot right now. Pipe down. We're not selling our home. But, like, I understand that you will be over there often. I'll be over there often. Like, we're both going to be checking on her. We don't want to live with her because we're grown to have a kid. And want our own space. But, like, I think it can be figured out. Honestly, I think it can be figured out. Won't be too bad. She had the stroke a few months back, and side effects can last a while, and like the after effects can last a while. And so she just may need some help and some guidance to recovering. And that means she stays with you for a little while. Yeah. If she's comfortable, like, being home during the day, or she needs someone checking her, like, find a schedule, get her a life alert, get her, like, things, make a routinely, we call you at this time to, like, there's ways we can make this work. We are in 2022. There's so much technology. There's so much out there that can help you really give her the care she needs.
Yeah. The selling your house to moving with her temporarily is what's taking me out.
Yeah, it's like temporarily turns into forever often.
But also, what after the temporary is over, where are you gonna live? Figure it out. Yeah.
So
I think.
You can keep going.
Oh. We're going to keep going?
Not to the end, but like the last two.
In 7 minutes?
Let's try.
Okay, the next one. Top places to vacation this summer. I don't be having vacationing time. I have time. I'm sorry. Money. So, Jaden, where are the top places to vacation this summer?
Atlanta's a fun one. I want to go to the West Coast a few times. I want to go to New Orleans. I'm mad I missed the Essence Fest. New York a few times. Or like
this is all this summer? You're doing all of this?
Oh no, you're right. I want to go on a cruise.
Okay.
I also like tropics, but I like going to the tropics when it's cold here. You know, escape to some warmth. You know?
No. When it's cold here, that's when I'm in my element. I want to be where the wind blows. But stay focused on the question. This summer, Jaden, where are the places to go? Where are you guys going this summer?
I'm not going anywhere. That's the thing. I have no money either. This summer is going to see your friends and your family. That's it.
So we're going to South Carolina this summer?
That's where you'll find me.
Yeah, I'm going to North Carolina in August. So
right.
We'll be going to the Carolinas.
My cousins are literally coming like tomorrow.
Literally?
Yeah.
That's going to be so much fun. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Okay. Jaden,
No, I'm very excited because it's only 2. It's not the whole bunch. And I'm not excited because I just came from Pride, so my money is already
funny.
Yeah, but luckily I got paid today, so we'll see what this weekend looks like.
Jaden, please let's not spend all your money.
We're not
trying to keep up with the cousins.
We're not.
Remember, they're on vacation. You're not.
Not.
You're at home. When are you going to South Carolina?
I have no idea.
Oh.
We usually go once in the summer for like a party cookout thing that they have.
Yeah, cookout. What are you bringing to the cookout?
I'm not I'll bring ice, or I'll bring the speaker.
No, for real. Both of those things are actually very, very important.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm a good runner. I think we talked about this before. Like, I'll run to the store, or we need drinks. We need this. Like, I'll get the list and go to the store and pick up everything and then come back. But I'm not the bring a food, bring a.
Yeah. That's nice because I don't do any of those things. I simply just show up. And
good for you.
That's the best place to be.
I wish.
First of all, I'm lying. I have to help set up and break down, which is that's the team right there.
That's the team. Yeah.
Yeah, but if I am able to just show up,
in my family, if you help set up, you don't have to help break down. So we try and get in where we fit in. Like, if I don't feel like setting up, I know when breakdown time comes, I'm gonna be on deck.
You're not gonna want to.
Yeah, but when it comes to, if it's like I know I want to get lit and I don't want to break down later, set up. I'd be like, what y'all need? What y'all need? What y'all need?
Yeah.
So later, don't look at me.
Dang, that's crazy because you will be looked for both. If you have the ability to lift something, lift something. Yeah. And now it's time for Thank Me Later. This is where Jaden and I tell you things that we're listening to, eating, enjoying, seeing, observing, and other ing words.
Ingesting.
Yeah. Eating, ingesting.
Injecting.
Ooh, right into the veins.
COVID-19 vaccines.
Third booster, let's get into it. Oh wait, not the third booster. Third injections. First
booster. Second booster is only available to those who are immunocompromised or 50 and up.
You should know. Good. I'm going to let your boss know that you were informed. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
So the first thing is, I just watched it yesterday. It's on Disney Plus. It's called Harmonious Live. It was basically like this live, obviously, performance that took place at Disney Epcot, whatever, where they just sang through a bunch of different Disney songs, except it was kind of themed like, oh, it's around the world. So they brought in more cultural aspects specifically of the movie, but then also just, a meeting of cultures. And it was really, really good. And like, oh yes, I was like, I watched it with my mom, and I planned on turning it off after 10 minutes just because I was in my hater mind. And sometimes you got to acknowledge your hater mind and go where she leads you.
Right.
But I was wrong this time. It was very, very good. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, skip to like minute 25 and watch Karen Clark Sheard and Kiki Sheard sing Dig a Little Deeper. It was absolute foolishness.
Wow.
Church.
Already know.
Like Jaden, it was extra.
I know.
It was so good.
I now gotta watch.
I have watched it, I think, 3 or 4 times now. Yeah.
And you just watched it?
Yeah, no, because when we finished it, I told my mom, like, we're just gonna rewind it back to that part.
And again.
Then today I showed a friend, and then when my sister got home from work, I showed her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's how it happens.
Hello, I'm probably gonna watch it after this. So there's that. Watch that. The next thing also on Disney Plus, because clearly I was just trying to get my money's worth. I don't be on there, and I'm like, why am I paying for this app? Baymax, I think that's the full title of it. The show. It's, Baymax from Big Hero 6, but it's a show, and each episode's only like 11 minutes, but that includes the credits, so it's really like 7 minutes, and it's just really cute. It's like different little shorts where Baymax is helping different people with their different things. It's just a cute little show to, like Jaden said, ingest.
And then Jack. My Thank Me Later. I literally, when we, I went on Twitter for a quick second, and it was trending, so that's cute.
Baymax?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So, Wes Anderson, I don't care about him specifically, or like, he's probably problematic. I don't know. But The French Dispatch and The Grand Budapest Hotel, both on HBO Max.
Oh, yeah.
They're both on HBO Max. Great films. A lot of people don't like Wes Anderson films, but as a person who loves theater and loves film, and I love the drama of it all, I gag. I first watched The Grand Budapest Hotel, like actually sat down and watched it at my friend's house when I was dog sitting, and I was sleeping on the couch. He has like the 75-inch TV. And I'm sitting there, rolled up, about to inject. And and I was like, ooh, let me put The Grand Budapest Hotel on. I was like in awe of this film, of this production. It was just so beautiful to me. And it was like right up my alley. It's if Missy Elliott were to make a film. And that's what I need. The like traditional film and whatnot, I'm here for it. I love it. I can gag at it. But the fact that it was so theatrical and it was so like extravagant, that drawed me in, and I was just like, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. Like, be extravagant and add a sense of fantasticalness to like these serious issues or like a serious story. Like, add this element of otherworldliness and like create this beautiful thing, whatever. And then my friend was like, I was literally trying to show you The French Dispatch. Like, I literally tried to show you a Wes Anderson film, but we didn't get to watch it because I like to watch movies alone. And like, for a first time, I love a good like watch this alone, no distractions, because I really like get into it. So literally right after that, I think I watched The French Dispatch, and I screamed. It was good. Well, I called him, told him about The Grand Budapest Hotel, and then he was like, I want you to watch The French Dispatch. So then I turned that on, and it was so good. That one is about like these writers that work for this newspaper, and they go through these stories, and it was just really good. And if you're listening to this point, I want you to watch The French Dispatch and then tell me what your favorite story was. Mine was, I won't say.
I was gonna say, how are you gonna tell us?
Right. I won't say the one with Timothy, but that's all I'll say.
Have you seen Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Of course.
Good.
But I didn't know it was a Wes Anderson film.
Yeah. My favorite is, have you seen Isle of Dogs?
No, that's one of my lists. I heard it was really good.
You do need to watch that one as well.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of clips from it, but I've never like sat down and watched it.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so good. Those two, like, stop motion are really good, obviously. We love them, but that one is just like, I don't know, like, there's literally air moving in it.
Yeah.
It's just so, talk about production.
Talk
about fantastical.
And like detail and
Like, I'm sorry, I'm not about to be sitting here doing stop motion and having this dog's hair billowing in the wind. Or fur. Wait,
and how we were talking before we started recording about like how he loves the hands being on it. They use real dog fur on the dogs. But we don't know if the dog's already dead, child. I don't know about all that.
Oh, I didn't even assume that.
Well, like, sometimes people do that. Like, they only use dog's fur that have already, like, passed. They don't kill dogs or, like, shave them to use their fur.
You said some people do. What people, Jaden? Who were you around? Names. Quickly. Names.
Yeah, but so like when you're watching it, sometimes the hair will be moving a certain way, and then sometimes like it'll jump cut to like it moving like opposite ways or whatever. But he loved it. Like he loves that portion of it, having like the imperfections in there. Whatever. Yeah, so make sure you go watch those two. Make sure you go watch Baymax. We watched a lot of TV recently, apparently.
Yeah. That's why we don't know what's going on in the world. No.
That's why what's going on in the world for us is the legislators can't read.
Yeah, basically. That's our world at this point.
So, this has been another episode of Ciao. Anyway, with Jaden
and Amira. You can listen to Anyway, wherever you listen to your podcasts.
We drop new episodes. We drop new episodes every week. Follow us on Instagram at Child Anyway Podcast.
Like, share, rate and review, subscribe, send us money.
I like how rate and review is one.
Rate and review is one.
Yeah.
Honey, it was never either or. Are you kidding me? It's both. Yeah, rate and review. No pause, no breath. Rate and review. Send us money on Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. Cashier's check. P.O. Box number 17. Just kidding. Don't do that because we don't have a P.O. Box. Right. What other things can they do for us?
You can follow us on Instagram and participate in our stories and engage in our content.
Yeah. Research your local like abortion clinics or funds and donate to them.
Yeah. I just bought a Meg shirt today because she's donating money to Planned Parenthood.
What does the shirt look like?
It's a... Hold on. Because this was... Ladies, love yourself.
Sure you
Ladies, love yourself. Because it's from Plan B, the song. Ladies, love yourself. I think that's what it says. And she's donating all proceeds.
But what does the shirt look like, Jade? Is it like I know somebody had like the airbrush t-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, don't you already have one?
That's Pink Friday.
No, I was just asking.
It's a different girl.
Of course. Oh, you like the airbrush look, huh?
I'm probably gonna crop it though.
Ooh, when do you get it?
It was a pre-order, so there's no telling.
Never. But at least the money is going to a good cause. That's really cool. And other people should get into that as well. Yeah, that's it. Those are the only things you can do right now. Jaden.
I just want to show it.
I can't see your screen because You know I'm not gonna be okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Hold on, that wasn't it. Love yourself, cause this could get ugly. That's why it's get money, and I don't give a if that leave tonight because that don't run me. You
Jada,
wanna
send the people? Let the people go home. I cannot see that, honey. Jaden, I beg you, please show me after we're done.
Okay.
This man, your persistence is key in other examples.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.